Okay, folks, I think these would be considered antique. I don't know if they'd still work, but they're a very Christmassy thing, and this was back in the days when Christmas things lasted rather than being disposable shit. The nerds will inherit the copier world. Yes, they will, folks. This one's going to be a challenging one, from what I can tell. Oops, it's a bit hard on the glass there. And the black is going to be stripped. Okay, what are these ancient things? They are Harrod's spare lamps, Knightsbridge spare lamps. So in the old days they had spare lights that you could put in your Christmas lights if they blew, and they were incandescent bulbs, not LEDs. So that makes it even more important, but we still should make spare bulbs available in today's light sets, which use LEDs. But then everything is considered disposable, which is really sad. You know, there's nothing like an old set of lights like these. And now not most, but some Christmas lights are made up, have a little blob of resin, so it's impossible to replace them. Even if you tried, you couldn't. And these have come up better than I thought, really lolly colours. I think I've got to move it across, but they look really nice. They look almost like lollies. Like light up lollies. I'll just move them across like so. But they're Harrods, indeed. They did make things a lot nicer and a lot more long lasting, and I really miss the way things were made to last instead of made to break. The new term we have is called design for dump, where everything is designed to have a short lifespan and can't be repaired, so you throw it on the dump. It's designed for dump, and they don't even care about recycling, and I really get all angry. And what can we do? We're all dragged into it, that everything we buy nowadays has a small time frame, and we can't get so attached to our goodies. We can't, and that's the sad thing. We can't get attached to our favourite electrical appliances. We can't get attached to our computers, even for me, photocopiers, because they just have such a short lifespan. And it's really sad. And what can we do, folks? And that's the problem. It's the people in power who've got the money. And I think I moved it too far across. I did it the wrong way. I think this one's the one we'll work with. But basically it's really sad that we just can't get too attached to things anymore. We can't. We just can't. However much we'd like to hang on to the things that we love and keep the things that we love and keep them going. My dad used to be a real Mr. Fix-It, so he taught me a lot about the value of being able to fix things, and he doesn't fix things anymore. He's joined in with the Design for Dump team. And it really is a sad case when everything's just designed to foul up on you, and you just can't keep your favourite appliances or equipment. You just can't. You can't afford to get too attached to them. Causes heartbreak. And that looks really quite interesting, that. I actually think that could work. Maybe we could try another version of this. It does look nice. Maybe we could lighten it a bit. Lighten it further. But I just wish that things could be made to last and things could be serviceable, all like in the old days. Because in the world, everything that we make, technology should be moving in the right direction. We should have technology that increasingly improves work-wise, that it works faster and more efficiently, that things are more and more better for the planet rather than being destructive. You know, things have to keep improving rather than depreciating. And now everything's going to pot. Everything's becoming horrible and breakable and unusable, unfixable, and it's just fucking up our planet. We should be looking after our planet, not screwing our planet. But what can we do, folks, at this stage? Now that looks really quite nice. I don't like the writing, but maybe we could cut it off there, or maybe we can do another one. But yeah, it would be good if things could last and increasingly get more good for the planet rather than fucking our planet. You know, if things could just improve rather than not. If we could make the world a greener and cleaner and happier place for everyone, that would be my goal. I one day have a dream of running a photocopier company that espouses environmental responsibility, social responsibility, paying their workers a fair wage, a wage that is... Now that looks a bit dirty. I think map mode looks a bit shitty for this. Because I really would like it if I could build a photocopier system. I'd like to build one that's good for the planet and good for good for the environment and humanity in general, and give most of the money I earn as a CEO away to good causes instead of having shareholders and bullshit board of directors or whatever a normal corporation has, you know. Because you can actually I heard that you can actually get fired from your own company if things don't go right. Even Steve Jobs, the man who founded Apple, he even got sacked from his own job. And that was like, how embarrassing could that fucking be? As well as making you have no power to do anything more. So, you know, it's really... things are just really gone to pot when it comes to the love of money, which is the root of all this bullshit. And the human race can't go on with this design for dump aesthetic much longer. We have only so much materials that we can pull out of the ground. We've only got so much places where we can put this so much landfill, only a limited amount of landfill space to put this shit. And this shit is toxic. You know, photocopiers that get dumped are toxic. You know, they're unsafe. And yet these stupid, dumbass corporations insist on this fucking design for dump shit. We don't need it, folks. You know, we need to fucking save the planet. Can't you hear me, fuck yous? You know, fuck you stupid fucking Shia Yamana of Konica Minolta fame. He can go fuck himself and his bullshit. He can't make anything decent. I hate him, folks. I hate that man. He can go stick a toner cartridge up his fucking ass where it belongs. He can't make anything. He's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. And these are the kinds of people that control our daily lives. We buy their fucking shit because we have no other choice. It's really not good. But what can we do, folks? I throw my hands up in absolute sense of disbelief, and I really find it hard to accept the way the world has gone. However much we shouldn't be sitting on our hands and singing la 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 into space, hoping this shit will disappear. Now I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to use, because I seem to be having problems making a good piece. But basically I really hate the way things are, and I have no fucking sway in what's going to be. Because until I can get my foot in the front door of a corporation and my first foot on the first rung of the ladder, I have no power whatsoever. Now that looks really quite interesting. I think we could utilise that. I think we're going to have to keep some of that, but we're going to look. This looks quite nice. But basically, a person like myself hasn't got power. We have ideas, we have thoughts about what things should be like, but at the moment they're just thoughts and desires to make the world a better place. And currently I haven't got that kind of power. I haven't got that kind of might to make some kind of a difference. And yeah, it's infuriating, folks. It really is. It pisses me off every day in some way, shape or form. I may not always notice, but it's there. It's always pissing me off, this shit, this fucking idiocy that we have in this world. I actually think we're going to make this a negative image. But basically I really get a sense of anger, a sense of frustration, and a sense of not having any kind of power to exert on the world, to make the world a better place, to make the workers, have workers that are paid a full wage, not a fucking slave wage like made in China, made in Vietnam. You know, no, we can't have that. That's what some of Konica Minolta's parts are made, in slave labour places. Now it looks really quite nice, but I think we might have to make it a little bit more red. It looks a bit too cold. But basically, it's really, I can't say it, it's just so annoying that I just can't make, I myself just can't make a fucking skerrick of difference. I'm a person, I have disabilities, folks, and these disabilities alone are enough to stop me from currently from getting my foot through the front door. I can't work in a normal job. I'm not going to let disability be an excuse not to perform in the future, but they will have technology that I need to be able to function fully, to be able to function without limits, without major limits. But this technology is not available yet. They don't have it yet. However much I'd love to be able to do something, I currently don't have that. But I'm hoping technology will come along, and that one day I'll be able to get my brain damage repaired. Now that looks really interesting. That looks almost like confectionery colours. I think I like that. So yeah, I really wish I didn't have to feel so powerless against these behemoths of industry and corporation. I'm not going to hold off hope. I'm going to keep my hope up, folks, that maybe I can shine a light into the darkness, and that the darkness will be scared away by the light. That if we can have light, well, here we go, we're photocopying light bulbs, or we were. We're photocopying images now. But basically, I really would like to shine a light into the darkness and to see the darkness scared, the darkness of mankind and corporate greed and environmental and humanitarian abuse, that we can scare this shit out of existence. Well, it's always going to be around, but if we can make some kind of difference and be a beacon of hope for humans, for humankind should I say, well, that'd be good. I'd really appreciate if I could make a difference. I would really be grateful if I could do something to change the world and to leave the world in a better place than before I stood on its soil when I was born, and so on. I want to make a difference, folks. Bring back fixing, bring back longevity, bring back human love, and feeling of that you can rely on your old favourite appliance. Okay, let's see if we can make this look really nice. This has turned up better than I thought. I think, yeah, that's come up looking like a confectionery thing. I think now we can call this demo quits.